The Quacks of Quedlinburg, a fantastically simple and simply fantastic family weight board game for 2 to 4 players. Where this game really shines, in my opinion, is its accessibility. These are rules that absolutely anybody can understand and anybody can pick up and get playing quite quickly and easily. But beyond that, the decisions that you have to make within this game, primarily when do you stop drawing chips out of the bag, which new chips do you have to buy, those are relatively intuitive decisions that, again, you can pick up and understand the importance of and understand sort of the strategy behind it very, very quickly and easily. And because you're always making that type of micro decision, considering that this is a push your luck game, it doesn't feel like it's being too luck driven. I've never reached the end of a game of Quacks of Quedlinburg and thought, oh no, I lost that game because I was unlucky, that person won just because they were lucky. Granted, over the course of 9 rounds, my potion is going to explode at some point, that's just a fact of life. But this game does a really good job of not feeling like it's luck driven, and I don't feel like I've been hard done by based on luck. This gets that balance absolutely spot on, in my opinion. And another thing is that this game has a surprising amount of replayability. Obviously each game's going to be different anyway by the very nature of pulling chips out of the bag. You're going to pull different ones each time, that's just how it is. But also the way that these books are constructed so that you can simply turn them over and even use a second book for most of the colours as well. That means that if you find yourself falling into a certain pattern, like for me, for example, I really like the blue ones, and then there are certain ones that I don't really buy as often. But what we have found is that if you take a colour that neither you nor your opponent buys very often, simply flip the book over, that then has a completely different definition, and I do find myself then thinking very differently, and suddenly, oh, that's actually a really good colour to have, and maybe I can combine this with this, or that type of thing. It actually does make you think in a completely different way with just such a simple little change. I absolutely love that. On the negative side, one of the things I don't like about Quacks of Quedlinburg is it is slightly too easy to cheat. Okay, this obviously doesn't apply to me because I'm such a fantastic person, but when you're pulling chips out of the bag, you absolutely could have a little look inside and see something, and nobody else is going to notice because they're so busy doing their own thing. When you're buying chips, you could accidentally take a 2 instead of a 1. Nobody is watching. And if you're using the flask to put the white 3 back, you could just hold it in the palm of your hand to make sure that you don't grab that one again. I'm obviously not trying to give anyone ideas here, but the point does stand. It is easily done. But my main gripe about Quacks of Quedlinburg is that it only goes up to 4 players. You could very easily have put more of these pots into the box, and then you have everything you need to play with more players. Most of the gameplay happens simultaneously, so there wouldn't exactly be more downtime if you were playing 6 players or 8 players. And also, that might even create a scarcity amongst the chips over here, so you get a little bit of player interaction that way, a little bit of, oh, I really want to get that one before they sell out. It would have added some interesting choices, all only for the cost of a couple of extra boards. I don't understand why they didn't do that. By some sheer coincidence, the designer of this game, Wolfgang Warsch, has also designed another game that I've already reviewed on this channel, and that is the excellent The Mind. By sheer coincidence, I made exactly the same point about this game. It's absolutely fantastic, but it's only 2 to 4 players. Wolfgang, I don't know if you just don't have any siblings or what the problem is, but you make brilliant family games. Families are often bigger than 4 people. All of that being said, this game absolutely deserves the full 5 out of 5 bananas. It is an absolutely fantastic game. It's so accessible for beginners, but there's enough thinking and things like that for people like me that enjoy a bit more thinking in board games. There's enough luck, but again, it doesn't feel too luck driven, and I love how much replayability there is. Again, my main gripe about this game is simply that it goes up to 4 players, and the reason for that gripe, really and only and simply, is that I want to show it to more people. So, when that's your biggest complaint about a game, it deserves the full 5 out of 5 bananas. But again, I would love to know what you guys think. Do you enjoy Quacks of Quedlinburg? Please let me know down in the comments, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That really does help the channel grow. But in the meantime, take care, goodbye, and do not explode. Take care.